Why don't you make a Minecraft video? I want Minecraft. I will unsubscribe.
Alright, with that out of the way, you're probably gonna ask why I'm making a cubing video. To keep it short, I'm working on another add-on right now, and I don't want you guys to wait much longer, so I'm just gonna make a cubing video. Besides, my channel says I'm mostly gonna do gaming, not just gaming. Anyways, now it's time to show you my cube collection. Alright, let's begin with the 2x2, which is the YuXin Little Magic version 2, funny enough. And also, by the way, please just ignore my blocky 2x2 skills, I'm not the best at it. As of now, this is my main 2x2, and I'm also very happy with it. It is, in my opinion, one of the best 2x2s for a pretty good price, and it's also going to be the one I'm not replacing, because I think it's good enough, and I don't really see a reason of getting a new one, because it's just good enough. I don't need 10,000 GAN 2x2s, like some other people. Anyways, now we're going to talk about this cube. I currently have the cube and this cube MoYu RSM, and I also have the same opinion on this cube than on the 2x2. I think that this cube is good enough for me, and I also don't really see a reason to get another S cube. This one is more than good enough, and I can also recommend it because of how simple it is. I also in general like solving this cube because it is like the most unique cube I have currently next to the Megaminx, but I really also enjoy it, which I said a lot of times, I'm sorry. Anyways, now enjoy my really bad cube skills because I suck ass at it. Next up is the GAN Pyraminx Magnetic Standard, and I'm not really a huge fan of this cube. In general, I don't really like solving the Pyraminx. It's kind of fun, but also not really. It's kind of boring in my opinion. I still enjoy it, but not as much as other cubes. Like, I enjoy this cube more than the Pyraminx. In itself, I also think that this cube is, pyramid, is kinda overpriced, but it's also kinda understandable. I think I would have been better if I got another cube, so I may replace this cube in the future. However, I'm not sure with what pyramid I may replace it with. However, I'm sure I will replace it one day. Now is the YuXin Little Magic Megaminx version 3. What? I didn't pick this name, okay? And I have a lot to say about this cube. I think that this cube is probably one of my favorite cubes of all time. This cube is really good, has strong magnets, and it's also fun to solve. This cube made me even speed solve the Megaminx. That's how much fun it is for me. And I also really think that this is a great cube. It is way better than my first Megaminx, which I will talk about later. And I also can only say that I recommend this cube a lot. Like, it is one of the best Megaminxes I think you can get. It's very cheap and the quality is awesome. However, I still suck at Megaminx, just so you guys know. Now we come to my 3x3, and that is the MoYu RS3 Magnetic 2020 3x3. These names get crazy. Anyways, what I want to say about this cube is that I also kinda liked it at the beginning. When I first got it, I thought that this cube was enough for me, and I still think it's good enough as of now, but it still has a lot of flaws. I'm gonna replace it, I know what I'm gonna replace it with, but I think I can live with this cube. Like, it's not bad, it's not good, it's like, fine. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about my 4x4, which is the MFGS Melon 4x4 Magnetic, and I kinda like this cube and also don't like this cube. It is definitely better than my first 4x4, but it has magnets in the name, but these magnets are barely visible. Like, they exist, but it's just, they, like, don't work or something. Like, they work, definitely, you feel the clicking, but it's also very, very weak magnets. Which is a shame, because I really, really love the 4x4. I love solving it. It's one of my favorite cubes to solve. Now we have the 5x5, which is the MFG Meilong 5x5 magnetic, and I really love this cube. This is the only cube that I don't really plan to replace because of how good it is. It has strong magnets, it is really smooth, it doesn't lock up, and I also enjoy it a lot. I enjoy the 5x5 so much, and I can only recommend it to everyone. This is the only cube I would really think is perfect, and it's even pretty cheap, which is another plus point.
Hello, I like money.
My main 6x6 is the YuXin Solar System 6x6 magnetic, and I also love this cube very much. But I still want to replace it because I know there's a cube better than this, and I still think that this cube is great. I will recommend it because it's quite cheap actually, the quality is great, and I also think it's in general just an awesome cube. The magnets are maybe a bit weak, which is my only really criticism about this cube, and it sometimes locks up, but doesn't do that too many times, and also goes back if that happens. And it's also pretty nice because you can solve it like 3x3. Yay. And I have the same opinion about the YuXin Solar System 7x7 magnetic. I still think it's an awesome cube, but there's one problem. I accidentally kinda broke it. I hope you can see it on the picture. What happened is, well, however, I would actually not recommend this cube because there are just better options. And it also locks up a lot of times, which is also quite annoying. My last main cube is the YuXin Galaxy 8x8. And holy shit, I love this 8x8 so much. It has very strong magnets, it looks pretty, and it's also so much fun to solve. I think this may just be my favorite cube of all time. So of course next to the Mega Minx or something like that. But I still love this cube so much. It is expensive, that's for sure, but I kinda think it's somewhat worth it. It solves exactly like a 4x4 funny enough, which is also kinda funny, but I still think it's an awesome cube. My first ever 2x2 was the GAN 249 2x2 version 2, and I kinda like it. Like, it's good enough, but I also think it was kinda expensive. Like, this cost me around 20 euros, which is like a lot more than my current 2x2. So yeah, I just decided not to have it anymore because of how I think the other one is better. However, the Cyclone Boys Mega Minx is not a really great cube. It turns, that's good, but it locks up a few times, and I think it doesn't really feel nice at all. It also sometimes makes a weird sound. And even though I can live with it, I'm really glad I switched to my current Mega Minx because I'm not really a fan of this one. Like, it's okay, it's not bad, but like, it's like... Now I can't really say much about the GAN 356 RS. It's just that I don't really like non-magnetic cubes. It's just that I prefer them, so that's why my main one is a magnetic one. And also, if you're wondering, I changed the color scheme on this one because I thought, why not? And I don't really think I need to explain this one. It's just the first Rubik's 3x3. It's alright. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer the ones I have right now. But like, it's not that bad. It's bad, but like not that bad. It's okay. It's like livable. That's what I'm gonna say. It's my first ever cube, and I kinda like it. The QiYi S4x4 to 6x6 are great cubes. Yeah, let's not talk about the name. I would definitely prefer 4x4 and 5x5, but do not get the 6x6. I'm not gonna say more, they're great budget cubes. And then there's this motherfucker! This is the Rubik's Phantom. How it works is that you pretty much rub it or put heat on it, and then it reveals the colors. I like the idea of it, it's a nice turning cube. I would recommend it, but it's also somewhat annoying because it also depends on the season how the cube works. The Gear Cube and the Gear Ball are very similar cubes but work a bit differently. I like the concept of them, I also like solving them, they're really fun cubes, they seem difficult but they're very easy. I will recommend them to everyone who likes cubing, and that's all I can say about it. Now again, Mirror Cube Magnetic is an alright cube. I like it, it's fun, but it's kinda expensive, and I think it's worth getting. A normal Mirror Cube is a lot more worth it. Then the YC10102Q3 is a cube I will definitely recommend. It's a very fun cube, it's really fun solving it, and I think it's a really nice concept. It's pretty much a 2x2 combined with a 3x3. Like, the outside solves like a 2x2, but on its own it solves like a 3x3. And I think the concept is great, and it's really fun as well. It turns good as well, and I can only recommend getting this cube. It's not that expensive. Now the MFGS Melon Kipminx is a cube I kinda recommend. You should get a Kipminx, but not this one. This one sucks, I just want to be fair about that. It turns good, it turns fast, but like, it sometimes turns when you don't want it to turn. So yeah, get a different one, this is not worth it. Last but not least, we have the YuXin Little Magic Gigaminx, and I like this cube a lot. I recommend it. It is expensive, kinda expensive, but I still think it's fun solving if you know how to solve a Megaminx. And I also think that this cube in itself is also pretty smooth turning for a Gigaminx. However, getting the YuXin the Yangsheng Galaxy Gigaminx, I think makes more sense than getting this one. However, if you have it, feel yourself lucky, because I think it's great. And that's it. If you liked this video, then maybe subscribe, because I'm gonna make more videos. Maybe I'm gonna make more cubing videos, I'm gonna think about that, but I'm gonna still make Minecraft videos, no worries. Anyways, I hope to see you next time. Bye. Ciao.